Over the last 3 years, I've helped over 30 chiropractors generate over $1.1 million in just new patient revenue, not counting retention, referrals, wellness care, just new patient revenue. That's through over 2,800 new patients and about $360,000 of ad spend. And in this video, I'm going to break down one of the biggest levers to making this all a possibility: price. Today, we're talking about pricing, the most powerful profit lever. Disclaimer here, this is probably going to make some people uncomfortable because we're talking about pricing, but follow till the end. Let me be super clear. Never increase price at the expense of your patients' lives or your values. Okay, price increases should come as a result of a desire to provide an insanely high quality service. And if you implement these steps, you're going to end up with, number one, a more impactful service that transforms more patients' lives in more meaningful ways, a more consistent and predictable business with less stress, time freedom to work the hours you choose so you don't have to pick between your patients and your family, and financial freedom to earn what you want to earn to provide for your family in the ways you want to. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's dive in. The average practice could have more impact and add $20,000 in annual profit without a single new patient just by increasing price $10 per visit. Okay, that's profit, meaning you get to take home an extra $1,700 every single month and can do whatever you want with it guilt-free. Okay, you can book that weekend trip you've been thinking about. You can take your family to Disney, have an amazing dinner with your spouse, or even get school loans paid faster, right? But here's the problem. Here's what most people do when setting prices, specifically chiropractors, okay? They look around at everyone else's rates. I've had this conversation so many times. They look around, they undercut the average by a few dollars, and they throw in a few extras, say, hey, I'm different. And their value prop becomes, hey, we charge a little bit less and we do a little bit more, right? The thing is, everybody's doing this. So chiros justify this by saying, well, I don't know where to start, but others are doing it, so obviously it's worked. What most people don't realize, and this isn't just chiropractors or just in chiropractic, like this is across the board, most people aren't as successful as you think, okay? Most business owners are stressed. They're working too many hours. They're not busy enough. They're not taking home enough profit, right? And so we don't want to copy the things that these businesses are doing. We want to copy the ones that are extremely successful, right? So the power price, if you want to deliver more value, earn raving reviews, and boost profit, pricing is the answer. It's a tool to transform our lives. It's a tool to work for your hours. It's a tool to earn more so you can have the impact, the time and financial freedom of your dreams. And so price is the only lever that directly impacts profit without impacting anything else, right? So for example, let's say your price per visit is $60 per visit. Your revenue is $30K per month. Your expenses between rent, payroll, etc. are $20K per month. Okay, so your profit, your take home is $10,000. Increasing price by $10 to $70 per visit, which is still not that high, right? It might not seem like a huge impact because at first it looks like, hey, that's like a 17% increase to revenue, but it's going to feel like so much more. And so here are the new numbers, right? Our price per visit is $70 per visit. That's $35,000 a month in revenue. Our expenses, rent, payroll, etc. stay the same, so about $20,000 per month. And our profit goes up from $10K per month to $15K per month take home pay, right? With just this one change, your take home pay increased by 50%, increased $15,000. That's a 50% increase. This is the power of price. Like, it is a huge lever. When should you increase price? If you cannot hit your desired monthly income with the hours you're working, increase the price. Number one, if you're converting 60% or more of people to your core offer from cold traffic, any ads, outreach, non-referrals, etc., right? Increase price. Typically, most businesses, chiro is very different in what the expectations are. Most businesses, if you're doing over like a 40% conversion rate, it's a sign that we can probably increase prices to get back in that 30 to 35% range. Okay. And so here's a little pro tip. As you become better at the conversion process and articulating how you can help your patients, you will increase your conversion percentage. Yes. Meaning, yes, your price can increase because of this. Okay. And so here's 3 beliefs you need to increase price. Belief number 1, discrepancy between price and value makes a deal good or bad. Okay. The price of something doesn't alone dictate whether it's a good or bad deal. So if I said I wanted to sell you something for $10,000, what would you say? Well, it depends on what it is, right? If it's a really nice pen, you're going to tell me I'm out of my mind. If it's a private island in the Caribbean, you're probably going to walk away and just like, you're not even going to believe me because that's too insane of a great deal, right? And so price alone doesn't make something good or bad. Belief number 2, price should only increase if the value you provide is substantially higher than the price you charge. And so the question here is your service good enough that people would happily pay twice the price? If your service isn't there yet, that's what our focus should be. We need to get it there, right? And the other cool thing is as you increase price, you're going to be able to continue investing into making your service or product more valuable. The vast majority of people I know that are trying to run legit businesses do that. They invest a lot of what they earn into making their products and services more valuable. And so as you increase price, it gives you the opportunity to keep doing that, right? And so you're going to be insanely convicted about what you do if you continue to invest a lot of the extra profits into getting better results, right? And so belief number 3, higher price brings a better product service, better patient results, more profit, more satisfaction because you know you're doing everything you can to help your patients. And here's some little things. So if you increase price, the perceived value goes up, which number 1 means that it becomes more valuable because people are perceiving these values. So they're actually going to follow the recommendations. They're actually going to follow the whole program. Demandingness goes down So you will end up with people that are spending more. You tend to have people that are a little bit easier to please. As weird and crazy as that sounds. But the cheaper you go down, I mean, think of like you go to a fancy restaurant. Most of the people are not going to be getting upset with the waiter for a missed order or something like that. It's like, I have more important things on my mind than to think about whatever I'm eating, right? You go to McDonald's, you're going to have people that are going to complain and are going to put in negative reviews and are going to, so the demandingness actually goes down when you increase price. Crazy. Your patient investment into the program goes up, meaning people are actually more locked into following whatever recommendations you have. Your ability to invest into improving your service increases. Your service level quality goes up because of that. The impact you have goes up because of that. And it also goes up for other reasons, like people actually sticking to the program, people actually, following what you say. Your retention goes up. The number of referrals you have goes up because people are having better experiences. The profit goes up because prices are higher, but also you get more people in the doors, right? Because people are having better experiences. And so it's a very virtuous cycle. And so how do we increase price and get patients excited about it? Because I think this is the real issue. For example, if you were to write a letter to your patients about increasing price, this is probably where I would start. Here's a little framework, and this is from Hermosi, but it's a little framework for how we can actually write that letter to increase price. So number one, we want to give a reason for why we're writing it, right? Examples, we've been growing a lot. We've changed XYZ. We've added these services into the practice. Step number two, so we're giving some kind of reason to justify why we're sending the letter, essentially. Step two, write 1 to 5 bullets of what they're already getting. A lot of patients probably don't even know about the different services you have or about the different ways that you do and the continued education, right? What value are you currently providing to patients? Get patients to think about the costs. Essentially, the goal here is like, there's a lot of costs because we're doing a lot of stuff. And so it's like, hey, we hire and retain the best people. We try and keep all of our equipment up to date. We provide continued education to our team and, and so on. Then we dive into the future. Despite all we're doing, we want to do even more. We want to level up the brand and we want to do it for you, right? This is something you could say. And so we want to improve our facility. We want to improve our tools. We want to improve our services. We want to add events. We want to add higher levels of service. We want to be able to take things to a new level of accountability for the stretches and exercises we're starting to send, right? Whatever it is, add some things in there that are like, hey, these are the goals. Like, I'm truly trying to improve. And if you're not trying to improve your service, you should be. But if like, hey, I need to increase prices just because the time has shifted and that kind of deal, you can find ways to be creative about, hey, this is like, in order to maintain the level of what we do, we need to change prices because as I've learned more, it's not going to work and we're not going to be able to continue to do this at this standard unless we change prices, right? So you can always make an argument for that. Step 4, tie this into your values. This is really what brings it all together. Make this about your values and integrity, okay? So an example way you could write this is, hey, I made X promise to you. Because of my integrity, I can no longer provide the level of service that I promised unless we do XYZ things. So for example, hey, I made the promise to be the best when it comes to getting XYZ results, right? These kind of results. Based on the new knowledge I have now, I don't believe we can actually provide that level of high quality service unless we get this equipment, unless we add this service that I've learned more about. And because I'm not going to stand here in the marketplace and say that we're the best at this unless we do these things. And so the only way for me to do these things is for us to have a corresponding increase in price. And so you're basically sharing like, hey, the reason we need to do this is so I can have integrity and keep the promise that I made to you. And so here's like a little PS statement. And this is really to show like, hey, no, like I'm really trying to work with you. This isn't just about me making more money. Just let them know like, hey, if I'm going to materially affect your life, if you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage, you're not going to be able to buy groceries for your kids, right? Please reach out to me. We can figure something out. Firstly, the odds are the people are just going to complain about price because they have to rebudget or reprioritize, which makes sense because you're rebudgeting and reprioritizing your practice all the time. But then number 2, it shows like the more human side. Like, hey, no, like I hear you if you can't do these things. And most people, the perspective is just like, I have to spend a few extra dollars here. Not that it's actually going to affect them eating dinner, right? And so, but it also shows that if it is going to, you'll work with them and help them out, right? And here's some videos I have from Alex Hermosi on increasing prices. This is how you do it. The why should be super clear, the impact I have on your practice. I would look at your practice and say, hey, can I actually hit my goals? If not, I got to change price. Or is my close rate and conversion percentage so high, it warrants me increasing price? Because essentially what value is just supply and demand, right? And so if you're noticing like, hey, we have so much demand and so little supply, then that's when you increase price to equalize those, right? This is what we do with our practice. This is how we actually increase price. If you're wondering, hey, how do I apply this to my business? I'm not sure. I want to make sure that I'm not, stumbling and falling into old habits or creating bad, like poor new habits. Book a strategy call. The link is in the description. It'll be about a 30-minute call. Either you'll link with me or one of my team members, and we can walk you through exactly what we do with other chiropractors and what pricing we might recommend, as well as other avenues that you might be missing to drive more revenue in your practice, make more impact in your practice, and build a practice of your dreams. Talk to you soon.